All right, so we're at the gates of my round pen. These gates are custom made so that we keep the curvature of the arena. This great ugly orange thing is the gate latch. The reason it's orange is so that people see it, and that holds the angle of the doors. I need to clean that up. That's really ugly. But now let's go inside. So this is our round pen. We have a bunch of layers below me that add to the conditions, and it allows the footing to be easy to maintain. We'll go over all those layers in a minute, but they help make this easy to maintain and maintain almost exclusively with just how much or how little water we apply. You'll see this has been dragged. What we do is we drag it first, so we lower the high spots and we fill the low spots, and then we pick up the drag, and then we use the tractor tires just to roll it back down, because a lunge ring gets loose really quickly. Everything is water from the center, because it is the most consistent way of doing it outside of building an ebb and flow round pen, which I do not want to do. The other thing you'll see is the fencing is solid up to a certain height, and that is in case a horse trips, slips, bucks, does whatever, they're not going to get their leg through the perimeter. You'll also see there's some gashes in, it's a vinyl lined wood that we use. Those gashes are from the drag getting just a bit too close.
We're too close!
And that happens over time, and it's a bit ugly, but at the same time, it still works. And this lunge pen has been in its current state for, 6 years, and we haven't had to do any major adjustments to it. I know most people focus on the footing in their arena, and I agree that is more important than your round pen. But getting your round pen right and complementary to what you do in your arena benefits both. Benefits your horses, and in a way sort of eliminates that variable from your program. There's so many variables in working with horses. The more you can knock off, the better. Okay, so you just saw my round pen. Nothing flattering, it's round pen. It's built for use. But let's look at how all the layers work together to give me the conditions that I want in a round pen. Unlike an arena, a round pen you're always turning, and the horses are oftentimes fresh. That might be why you are lunging them in the first place. So the round pen footing, because they're always turning and they can be fresh and pushing hard at an angle into the footing, round pen footing needs to be tougher, tighter than home arena footing. Because if it was the same as your arena footing, it would get too loose, and that would be a problem. So we make our footing in our round pen tighter by nature than our arena. It also helps in our maintenance, because if it was too loose in the round pen, we would have to work really hard to pack it down. So we want the footing by nature to be what we want, to reduce our maintenance. And that reduces our costs, and that less man hours, it's just better that way. So similar to the video I did about our arena, there are layers. The layers are a bit different, and they do different things. One really important thing to note about the round pen compared to our arena is set down into the native soil with the plastic around it. Our round pen, this is ground level. Our round pen is built above ground level. And then it has this herringbone type design of drain pipes. The reason we do that, both things, above ground and the herringbone design, is so that it drains really well. Because if nothing else is rideable because of rain, the round pen has to be usable. On top of that, we also have a 60-foot diameter tarp that goes over our round pen that we put down before it rains. Because again, the round pen is the last thing that it's our last line of defense. If it rains so much, we still need to use the round pen. If we can't use the arena, round pen. So it's built to drain an ocean. That's why we do the whole construction above ground. The other note is there is one sprinkler that waters the round pen. It's this black dot. It waters the diameter. That is the most consistent way to do the watering of a round pen. Unless you do, an ebb and flow style round pen like my arena, as I went over. It wasn't worth the cost to do that, so we didn't do that. Next, let's go over the layers. So we have ground here, and you see the ground level. Then this second layer is drain rock, similar to our arena. Above that, this hatch, this is, it's 1.5 inch to 2 inch thick foam that it's a foam mat that goes out over the whole round pen, this whole diameter. And then on top of that is about 5 inches of footing. Maybe a little bit more because we don't want horses to hit this mat layer, so we occasionally put a bit more. And that's how our round pen is constructed. This footing compacts a lot faster than our arena, like I said, but that actually helps the maintenance. And because it compacts faster, the mats then help reduce the concussive force. So we can compact the footing as much as we want. Those mats, the foam mats, absorb that concussive force. So even if the footing is really hard, you still have that give. And that allows us, similar to our arena, a lot of flexibility in the footing characteristics by not changing the dragging, just changing the water application. And that is key because you can change footing a lot by how you drag it, but that takes time. If you need to fully lighten it, fully lift it with a rototiller once a month, that's expensive. It takes all day. Then you have to roll it. Then you have to drag it back. You have to do a lot of work. Where if you can control your footing characteristics within the range that you want, only with how much or how little water you apply, that's so much easier. It takes so much less effort, less time, less expense. Having the sprinkler in the middle is a super simple way to deliver water that is consistent, unless you have gale force winds, to the arena or to the round pen so that you have the conditions you want. I know this is probably more thought than you've normally applied to a round pen, but I hope you see there are reasons for it, for the decisions, how a lot of the upfront costs pay dividends in the future, and how this reduces our maintenance costs and then reduces how much I have to spend to maintain this round pen year on year.